He has 3 speed, they have a speed of 2 and a range of 2, which means that 1, 2, 1, 2. If we were to put him right here, they couldn't hit us, which is probably what we're gonna do, because that's the most ideal situation. Yeah. We're gonna put him right there, and we'll tell him not to move in round 1. Or actually, I stand corrected. We're gonna tell him to move right there, and attack right there. Well, we'll just set him to attack and move him there, I guess. That's the best we can do with that. But essentially what we want to happen is them to move to, take a shot, or not be able to take a shot, rather, and then us to move in and get him. So hopefully that's gonna happen. If that works out, I'm actually gonna be super proud, because it means I did this right for once. Oh my gosh, I did it right for once, guys. Look at that. Let's get good. I am the gamer under development, and this is Endless Legend Symbiosis. We are playing with the ELCP, and we are the Morgawr. So picking up where we left off last time, we are in the middle of a dust eclipse trying to get as much dust as we can out of the ruins. Unfortunately, as we loaded in, we were attacked by the cultists on the sea. So that's right here where we would potentially lose these Fomorian ships. I don't think it's actually worth it to lose those just yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and retreat here. Or not, because we cannot retreat. Apparently, I don't know if that's because we're on the ocean and there is no retreat on the ocean or what, but that's fine. I guess we'll manual this. Right now, we're probably gonna lose this, so the best bet we have is to just do as much damage as we possibly can before they kill us. Which is fine, because then we're gonna lose these Fomorian vessels and not have to pay for them anymore, which is great. So let's go ahead and do that. And they already captured a fortress in this ocean, which actually makes it so we don't really need them anymore anyway. I'm not entirely sure why they didn't focus fire the same unit. That's what I thought I told them to do, but apparently I misclicked. There we go. That's okay, we lost them, the fire ships melted them, we still have that facility, and in all honesty, we don't even care if the cultists take that facility, we just don't want the roving clans to have all the facilities in that ocean, because then, of course, we're locked out and we won't be able to go after them. Well, at least we're locked out if we want to go back to peace with the roving clans, which is something we want, because we potentially stand to fight wars with other people around us. As you can see, there's this light blue barrier around here, and we've also got the red barrier down here. However, we have maintained peaceable relations with our neighbors, so we're kind of okay. With everyone except for the Ardent Mages, who are the light blue. We did, well, I guess they're mildly jealous of us. What the... Okay, so that's interesting. They're mildly jealous, common frontier, living space tension, mocking, indifferent, leery, and exhausted. Okay, so the fact that they're exhausted means they might be willing to end the war soon, which is fine because we have actually sort of freed up those oceans. And then that guy being mildly jealous is disappointing because we're gonna potentially work for a peaceful relationship with the Broken Lords down there. And the Alayi, I wish they would just get out of my region, but like I guess they're down here looking for pearls and stuff. Okay, I thought we had already done this. We probably did, but if you save without ending the turn that you've done your empire plan, you have to redo it. So we'll go ahead and redo that. While we're at it, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure we've moved all of our population to the proper slots, which we appear to have done. I think we have new things to build as well. Oop. No, I don't want to work on the Ursi's design, thank you. I do want to come in here though, because I think that, yeah, we have Glory of the Empire to build here, as well as Canal Locks. I thought we put Canal Locks in Q. Oh no, Canal Locks is the one-time one, that's right. Okay, so Glory of the Empire we do want in the queue though. We're gonna move that potentially right behind Cargo Docks. No, we'll put it behind Canal Systems. And Central Market. We'll put all those before it just because they generate happiness and other things that are going to be real useful to us. We do have 783 dust right now because of all the dust we've looted from ruins, so I'm going to go in here and see if there's a governor we want to pick up. It doesn't look like there is. Strikes Far 2 could actually be a useful governor in our volcanic region. Yeah, I mean, he does give a ton of extra food, and that's what that region struggles for. That's a very interesting choice. He doesn't have slavery, though, and, like, if he had slavery, I'd be much more inclined to pick him up, just because it is a really great ability for a governor. But he doesn't, so that makes me not want him as much. Dust Efficiency 3 here on Lord Peyton Quinn is decent. Nothing particularly great on her. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is we have the money to spend on a new hero, we just don't have very many new heroes that are worth the while. Like, we could go for Lord Peyton here, but the reality is, I don't think that their bonuses are that great. You know what? Actually, his bonuses aren't terrible, we could pick him up. Choices, choices, choices. I would have liked to have gotten that Wild Walkers hero, though, and sent him over to our volcanic region, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen either. So we can either take an industry boost hero and put them on Elmchaya, or we can just save our dust for something else, which seems like a better idea. Potentially we could upgrade units with that. We could also, gear out our hero. Did we actually pick up the tier 1 armor tech? We did. Okay, and I believe our hero is probably already using that, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and end our turn. We should take a look at the pearls we have here and see if there's anything we want to pick up from the altar of Auriga. We do have 15 pearls now. That's a considerable number. That would allow us to get things like the luxury intensifier or the abbey. Oh yes, we want the abbey. And, as mysteriously as it arrived, the dust eclipse and its strange effects that swept Auriga have departed, returning the land to normalcy. Excellent. Yeah, we know they won, game. We get it. Let's pick that up. Oh, it takes 20 to unlock. Okay, so we need a few more. The Urkan Khazar has been tamed by the cultists and is now under their control. Oh wow, so the cultists have all 3 Urkans right now. That's crazy. And we are being attacked on the waters by the roving clans. This is not a fight that's going to go well for them, though, in my opinion. You know what? How about you just pull back? You just pull back here and you just hang, because basically what I want to do is I want our hero to come in here and work on this guy, because there's really no reason to risk our Vor. Our Vor can just kind of sit back and, like, stay defensive and not get killed here, and I'm fine with that. Get him, boys. Come on, hero guy. Hurt him up. Oh, that didn't go as well as we'd hoped. He's not dead, though. He does get to hit one more time. He is not dead. And I'm curious what that status effect is. Negative morale. Oh, okay. Interesting. Let's have our hero move back here and then shoot him. Because if we do that, actually, let's make sure he's set to follow our commands exactly. If we do that, then at least we move sort of out of range and force him to follow us. Yeah, that didn't work out as well as we'd liked, but that's okay because now he is in range of at least one of our Vor. He's just a tough little ship, though. Look at him. 100 damage. He didn't really hurt the Vor, though, which means that we're basically going to kill him this turn, and there's not a whole lot he can do about it except for swing back. Oh my gosh, what is he even doing? He's like shooting flares at us instead of weapons. But our hero did res there because our other ship survived, which is great. Tempted to just reinforce this thing right now, but I don't think that's the best course of action for us overall. With the Dust Eclipse ended, this ruin is no longer a objective that we really want to go after. We do have a new settler that we want to break out, but before we do that, we want to send this guy over to make sure that this is a safe region for them to settle. We also need to deal with this Tetike army right here, which I honestly wish that, like, we had the tech to flip an army to privateer, because I would buy these guys and then send them after this guy. But that doesn't look like it's going to happen. We could send our Rumbler after these Tetikes, but they'll probably tear him apart since he's on his own. Then again, he could get reinforcements from our city, I bet. So maybe we'll try that. I mean, if he dies, it is just one Rumbler there. Oh yeah, he's gonna get reinforcements from our hero and our militia. This is gonna be a fairly easy fight for us, I think. We may still lose the Rumbler because he is gonna start the fight alone, but he's not gonna end the fight alone. He has 3 speed, they have a speed of 2 and a range of 2, which means that 1, 2, 1, 2. If we were to put him right here, they couldn't hit us, which is probably what we're gonna do because that's the most ideal situation. Yeah. We're gonna put him right there and we'll tell him not to move in round 1. Or actually, I stand corrected. We're gonna tell him to move right there and attack right there. Well, We'll just set him to attack and move him there, I guess. That's the best we can do with that. But essentially what we want to happen is them to move to, take a shot, or not be able to take a shot, rather, and then us to move in and get him. So hopefully that's going to happen. If that works out, I'm actually going to be super proud, because it means I did this right for once. Oh my gosh, I did it right for once, guys. Look at that. He just whacked off about half of their health, though, in one hit. That's pretty solid. Go ahead and work him over, Ursi's guy. You got this. No, he's gonna start taking a lot of hits now, though, because they're super close. However, him being in melee range to them, I think, does reduce their damage, because they are ranged units. They don't really get to take advantage of their range at that point. Oh, wow. And then he just also stuns people, which is real nice. Okay, so he's still taking some damage, but he hasn't died, and there's a very good chance that he's actually going to survive this combat at this point. Which is more than I expected, since we were engaging with just him and then reinforcements. Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. Finish him off, guys. Finish all of them off. He survives. He has to survive right here. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So the Ursi's makes it out, which is great. Gets rid of the roaming army that was a problem in our region. And also leaves him alive, where he can potentially come and pick up some of these pearls for us, or do some other things. I actually like that idea. Let's get him out in the oceans picking up pearls. And then with this army, we're obviously going to want to take these Minotaur guys out. Ooh, look at that Palladian. That's a nice little deposit for us to pick up. And in the meantime, we are, of course, going to pop our Settler out and start walking. Get moving, Settler. Your boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. So get on over to this region. So we're going to settle this one probably right here, I think, so that we have a lot of ocean tiles around us, as well as some good food and stuff. This isn't really an ideal region. We could also start, like, right there. That would not be a terrible thing. We're just not going to get much of an anomaly benefit out of that. Like, where we have an anomaly over here, we don't really have an anomaly over here. We do have a lot of ocean tiles here, though. Could also settle near this, the Mutant Marsh, but that really doesn't give us much advantage either. Yeah, I think we'll probably end up here, but we could also end up over here by this, Palladian. At least if we end up by the Palladian, we sort of auto-gather that once we put a district down, so that's a nice bonus. Hey, population of Shirel has grown to 10, excellent. Means they probably have another burrow to build after that burrow. Don't need the chapel there. Only one village there, so don't really need the chapel there. This is really the only region we have that benefited much from having the chapel, so maybe the chapel not as powerful as I initially thought for us. Oh, we've done this before. If we garrison the leader here, if we garrison the ship there, then the leader just kind of is unattended, but what I think I'm going to do is move the leader over there and then garrison this Vor anyway. That'll give that thing 2 defensive Vor, and over here it'll give us the ability to turn this Rumbler into some sort of, like, naval unit using the bonuses from our hero. And that is specifically the bonuses from Ingenious Admiral, which we do have 2 ranks of. We should also potentially look at gearing up our hero a little bit more. He is somebody that can make a big impact with his weapons and things. So having a little more gear on him is not a terrible idea. Slowdown, exhaustion, or unsteady. I want to say that slowdown is extremely powerful in the water, but we don't have ranged units, so it doesn't do all that much. Exhaustion will reduce their defenses, which would stack well with the Vor, but I would honestly go with that because I think it's better to reduce their attack. And then I'm going to go ahead and give him tier 3 gear, since we can definitely afford it at this point. And now we can actually potentially look at some of these other things. Ghost Force would be interesting on him. Entire army will become invisible on any tile. Invisibility doesn't work against adjacent army or unit. Okay, so they would essentially be invisible on the ocean, although I'm not sure how well that works against the AI. The AI might be, like, able to see you through it, so maybe not. Stuff like that is always iffy. High grounds is an option. Improved vision and sharp senses, or improved initiative, improved damage. I think what we're gonna go for is we'll go for the army boost here, so we'll go army initiative boost, and potentially army damage boost, I think, is probably our best bet here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that's, like, very, very obviously something that we want. Okay. That looks good. So that's going to make this actual naval fleet pretty strong in general. I like how that suddenly makes it take longer for us to get to the oh, it's because we just took off his movement thing. Okay, so maybe that wasn't the best idea. Maybe we want to leave his movement thing on. Which is unfortunate, because I would rather... I mean, we could have unlocked a third slot with him, that's another option, but I guess at least here we're upgrading the movement thing. Yeah, whatever. I'll pay the extra 204 gold. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done things a little bit differently, but whatever. Lessons have been learned, folks. Lessons have been learned. I was thinking more about him sort of already being on the water, but the fact that it's going to take an extra turn to get him out to the water really isn't worth it. And I know I just spent 200 dust on that, but whatever. Like, we have so much excess dust at this point. Settler is out and moving. Cargo docks are being done. Once those get done, we're going to start generating even more dust. Okay. Ending the turn. So, like, it's never good to just sort of waste dust like that, and, like, I feel bad about it, but at the same time, I don't want to waste another turn getting him out to the water when our goal is to control this ocean before we end the war with the roving clans. Because they're going to want to end it soon. We've been kind of killing everything they send at us, and it's really not beneficial for them to stay in the war. Hey, got canal systems in 2 different regions now, that's excellent. That'll help us to really get a good industry going in all of our regions. Why are you not able to attack that guy? Hey, hey. What the heck? Oh, it's because of that stupid ridge. I really, like, sometimes this geography stuff gets me because you can't spin the map, so you can't even see that there's, like, a ridge there. Okay. You guys will make it out to the ocean this turn, though, which is great. And now that you're on the ocean, go ahead and grab that, and then grab that. Ah, okay. We'll go there next. And we have our settler here who is going to work his way over to this region. Once again, having to go around these natural barricades, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. And we should take a look at what cities are producing. Like I keep saying, we're going to push out Vor armies, but instead we just end up building more and more stuff. I'm going to zoom back here for a minute and turn fidsies off. I'm sorry, guys. I end up leaving that on a lot because I'm always sort of looking at the fids available to me. But in this case, turning it off makes it a lot easier for us to see which areas have districts in them already and which direction we should probably be building. Yeah, we're going to go down this way, I think, and across, because we've got some anomalies over here. There's also a quicksilver deposit there, which would be nice for us to pick up at some point. Let's go with... yeah, so district, cargo docks. Oh, we do have a level 1 cargo docks here that we want to level up. So maybe we actually go up this way then. That does give us some really great resources too. Level 2. Oh, I remember what we were doing here. Yeah, we're gonna build here, and then here, and then here. I don't normally do the triangle-like build-out, but in this case we're going to do that because it just makes more sense. And we have a new level on our governor hero, which is great. Let's go ahead and give him the additional science, mainly so we can get up to this additional dust and influence. The dust... whoop, no. The dust and influence are the biggest things that he can provide for us as a whole. And I think that's about it. How far are these guys from being done? They're 3 turns out from being done with everything they can build. I do want to take one quick second to go look at our heroes available again and see if maybe a new one popped up. Doesn't look like that's the case. Yeah, still just some dust efficiency 1 hero is not going to do a whole lot for us. Influence efficiency is decent. What else can they really offer us? Actually, okay, so hold on guys, actually the minus food consumption on this guy could be really, really strong in our lava region. It could, I'm just throwing that out there. Like, I'm not gonna go do that because we see it and it's a possibility, but I am gonna throw that out there. And here we have slavery as an option, increases the per population value for food and industry for each pacified village. So that would actually be really, really solid in our lava region. That's very tempting. That's actually a really solid governor for our lava region. I think we're gonna grab that character. Queen Slayer 3, you have been hired. And we'll go ahead and put you down here in Mykara. And the reason we're doing that is because that slavery is gonna generate a lot with us having 1, 2, I thought it was 3, but I guess it's just 2. Sad times. Well, it's still gonna help out with the 2 villages we have pacified there, in addition to the fact that this hero's skill set adds food, along with production, in a region that basically has a ridiculous amount of production and a lack of food. That should be very, very useful. Okay, so that's done. Queenslayer is waiting for assignment. No, Queenslayer has been assigned. Let's go ahead and increase the science and dust that Queenslayer can generate with those. Beautiful. Plus, if that unit ever needs to fight, it should be just fine. The necrophages are really good at that, I hear. Alright, you're good. Ending our turn. If we can capture that region, I wouldn't even mind going or switching over to peace with the roving clans. I keep saying going to peace. Like, that's the thing, guys. Our goal isn't to go to war. Our goal is to go to peace. Going to peace is our goal and objective right now. So the alchemy workshop has been completed. Let's go ahead and look at the other research available. Minimize that for right now. Oh, okay then. That's not fun. But okay then. Minimize that as well. So they are really, really gonna fight us for that naval facility, which is fine, like we kind of expected that. But it's definitely putting a hamper on our ability to continue expanding through that. Okay, so we have finished enough to get into Era 3 now. Let's start looking at what we really want from Era 3. Obviously we want strategics. I think we'll actually start with strategics, although if there is a production option that might be better. Yeah, ooh, look at that. Needs an exploited lava flow tile. The question is, do we actually have lava flow tiles? And I don't think we do. I don't think they're readily available. So what we may do instead is just go ahead and focus on getting the resources first, and then we'll figure out the rest from there. I think that's the best bet. Okay. You're gonna explore this. Yeah, we have 2 combats waiting, I know, guys. I'm just making sure we grab the pearls and things that we wanted. Okay. Combat time! This is actually gonna be really, really rough. Yeah, okay. This is gonna be rough. They have a lot of units coming to help out here, although most of them are actually non-naval units. And that's an interesting bug. I don't appear to be able to see where our actual starting zones are. However, this will work as one. Is that the first ship to strike? It is not. He's gonna go after our first Vor, but before our second Vor. Which, in that case, we are kind of fine being where we're at. Can't seem to move any further forward. Okay, we're ready. So yeah, our goal here is not only to kill this guy, but it's also to stay as far away from the other guys as possible to make them sort of come to us before we have to engage multiple enemies. Oh, that's bull. Is that their hero? I said, is that their hero? I can't tell if that's their hero. It is. Okay, so that is their embarked hero that actually has a ranged attack and is kind of a pain right now. I don't think that we can... Wow, the movable squares and stuff are all messed up right now. I don't think that we can actually get over to that hero in time to do significant damage to it. However, if we really, really wanted to push the advantage here, what we would probably do... Well, for right now, what we're gonna do is focus on killing this guy. What if we retreated? They have ranged on this, and they will have ranged on these embarked ships as well. I mean, there's not really much we can do. I guess we just brawl here, and then if these guys close in, I'd love to kill their land units with our Vor. That's my long-term goal right there, is to kill their land units with our Vor. Come on, Vors, get them. Get them, Vors, you can do it. Not really, you're gonna get wrecked, but you can try. Okay, so I thought only one of our Vors swung there, and I'm not sure why. 1, 2, get him. Yeah, I think that's an okay deal. And then you can go right there. Hey, do what I tell you. Do what I tell you. Okay, apparently he doesn't want to go right there. There we go. That'll work. Go on, guys. Oh, wrecked. Sad times. 86 damage to the hero. I don't know why I just went after the hero. The hero's just gonna resurrect anyway. Like, we should have just killed another one of their naval units. That's really annoying that they recapped that so quickly. Okay. So with that being said, though, we are now, in Ramf at least, in full production of Vor. They're taking very few turns based on the previous tech we had on them. They're still hitting harder than most of our enemies, but they do lack a lot in movement. So what we may want to consider doing here is constructing armies more out of these land units that have been embarked and then buffed by Ingenious Admiral. Is that it? Yeah. So it's defense and initiative for them, and it's attack, health, and defense, and initiative, and damage for our hero at various levels. Okay. So that definitely makes this a more difficult thing. We do have this entire army here that would be ready to go on the ocean with him, which isn't a bad idea. We are going to pull our settler out of this. We do not want to reinforce with a settler. That's how you lose settlers needlessly. What we are going to do, though, is completely crush this Minotaur. Come get some, Minotaur guy. You about to get wrecked, son. Oh no, why did we let them bloodlust? That was not something we actually wanted to happen. Oh well. He dead. That's all that really matters. He dead. He dead, and our settler is coming. We should probably bring these guys over to the ocean here and potentially move our hero over to them and use them to recap that. Because they technically have control of this region again, and that does not make me happy. I'm gonna actually send these guys up here, because if we can capture this and then move our hero over to that army, we can capture both. And then if we really wanted to, we could go to peace with the roving clans, or attempt it at least. Yeah, let's do that. You guys are building Vor, you guys are basically building Vor as well. Is there anything else we should be building? We could build an alchemy workshop. That would increase our science by quite a bit. It would also only take 1 turn, so, I mean, why not? Here it doesn't even take 1 turn. Here it takes the same number of turns as building a Vor. Like, combined, which is fine. We're good with that. That should, however, mean that we... Didn't we have 2 Vor in queue here? So shouldn't there be more Vor over here? Hello, Vor. Hello. Does not look like it. That's strange. I could have swore we had an extra Vor then. But no. Okay. You're the settler. That's right. We want you to just keep going. Get right over there and you'll be fine. So once we settle that last region, it should also bring us a little bit of security from the Urkans. We do have 20 of these now. I'm going to go ahead and unlock the Abbey of Anomalies here. Probably should have waited until the turn finished loading to do that, though. Generally not a good idea to mess with the turn loading. Uh-oh. A world of monsters. The legendary Urkans have returned to the surface. They must be tamed. Urkans, the great ancient beasts of legend, have broken through Auriga's crust and are beholden to none. Towering over the land and riddled with aggressive lice, they are a dangerous foe, perhaps best avoided, but they also offer the possibility of great power. Truly, the Empire who can control and advance Khazar, Chaka, and Fakir to their full potential will be mighty indeed. Be the first Empire to tame all 3 Urkans and unlock all 13 of their special abilities. So we can still complete that even though the cultists have tamed all 3 Urkans. We could potentially tame them from the cultists and then level them up, which hasn't really happened for the cultists yet, I'm guessing. 6, 5... So production here showing itself to be a bigger issue than anything else. Right there we'd actually have pretty solid production though. 15, 8, and 12 isn't bad. Here not quite as nice. Yeah. Looks like we're actually best off going right there. Which is gonna take 5 turns. That's absurd. That is truly absurd. Let's walk over here, maybe, and see if we can upgrade, our settler's movement. That's probably part of the issue. Oh yeah. We haven't actually put a movement upgrade on our settlers yet. There. So we're gonna move him in here, and then we'll upgrade him, which will allow him to move a little bit faster. Yeah. That's fine. Probably should have done that a lot sooner than that. But mistakes were made. We'll be fine. Come on up here, guys. You know the drill. Capture this facility that has no defenses. Cool. Good job, guys. Good job. Tough work there. Good job. We should garrison that Rumbler, potentially. But before we do, I want to see how many turns until we can swap our hero over here. It's going to be another 2. So it doesn't necessarily make sense to garrison that Rumbler just yet. Because if we garrison the Rumbler, we do take the risk that our hero is going to get killed and then potentially be out of commission for a while. So instead, we're going to go ahead and... Nah, you know what? It's fine. It's a good idea. We're going to put the Rumbler there, and we're going to move down here. I don't know how well a Rumbler is actually going to be able to defend that. Ooh, wait a minute. There's a boarding party right there. Maybe not the best idea after all. Oh well. Let's go, and there is another boarding party right there, or boarding vessel right there from the roving clans. But we have a Vor right here, so we're less concerned about that. We'll have another Vor in a turn, and then another 2 after that. Okay, that's okay. We're doing all right. We're doing well enough that we should probably check our Empire plan. We will need a new Empire plan in 1 turn, which is fine. That's not bad. We are fervent right now. You'll notice that all of our dust issues basically ended when we became fervent. Like, that's kind of how that works. Like, really it is. Okay. So, Alchemy Workshop here is fine. Potentially move everybody into food. Yeah, we should do that to get more pop here. Mainly because more pop means more burrows, and our ultimate goal with this particular region is actually to build to ocean access. Wow, okay. Yeah, so just do that then, bud. Nailed it. And we are, what, 1 district away from ocean access if we really wanted to be? Of course, that would mean, like, abandoning the way we've been building out and not caring about some unhappiness. But I'm okay with that. I'm really not worried about the unhappiness. We'll probably build a district right here so we have ocean access and then a cargo dock right there. Unfortunately, though, that is all the time we have for today's episode, guys. Go ahead and click that like button if you enjoyed the episode. If you want to see more of our great content here on the channel, then go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. Our content tends to range from 4Xs to visual novels to Fire Pro Wrestling. So if you're into anything at all that's gaming related or nerdy, I've probably got you covered. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!